3, 2, 1. We are go. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Start, Select, and Connect. We are live with another episode. We had to take a small break. A few of us, had to go out and do a couple things, but gave me time to get the channel sorted out, and we are finally going to be going live. I will be dumping all of our episodes as soon as they are done, so look forward to that. My name is WarBot-NIX. I am your host. I am Project WarBot Nexus Interface Xenolog, and I am here to hopefully help understand humans, play some games with you guys, and have some fun. All right, well, I would like to introduce my co-hosts, so let's go ahead and start with Azure Sandora. Where can they find you on the internet, and who are you?
Greetings, everyone. My name is Azure Sandora, your Mistress of Darkness. I write synths, not tragedies. You can typically find me and my works on fimfiction.net under the name Azure Sandora. I'm taking a hiatus from writing, but said hiatus may be ending relatively soon. That's all for now.
All right. I guess I'll be next. Blaze on, guys. Eternum Blaze here. Coming in from just doing a few different things offline, but coming back here to just do a podcast, have a good time.
Where can they find you online?
I know. About to say. As for when I'm online, twitch.tv/Eternum Blaze. That was where you can find me. I'm not on there at the moment, but I should be going on there pretty soon, all things considered. So, yeah, once I'm on, then I'll be doing some game streams. Like I said, probably looking into Persona right now. It's probably like my first one. I might be doing a few others, but we'll see what happens.
Kind of nice that you and I will both be getting back online very soon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. I mean, I took the week off as well. I actually was really tired, and also wanted to get as much of like the sort of administrative tasks done for this channel before I start streaming, because streaming you're just dedicated to the game for the hours you stream, and time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Speaking of fun, Nintendo, we are actually coming off the heels from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. It was quite interesting. For the most part, they did a lot of great hype stuff, which appreciative. But it did come with its own a bit of controversies, to say the least.
I sadly missed it. Give me the highlights.
Well, it's bigger. It's
that bodes well.
Yeah. So the screen itself is pretty nice. It's definitely much more updated. The chip looks like it. It is sort of confirmed by NVIDIA that can do DLSS, and HDR. So it is definitely an upgrade. I don't know how I feel about some of the additions, but definitely as a first initial glance, it definitely they definitely took a lot of feedback from the first Switch and definitely made it a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. There's two USB-Cs, one on top, one on the bottom. The Joy-Cons are quite interesting, actually. So the Joy-Cons are bigger. They actually have a mouse function, and they don't go on a rail anymore. They just use magnetic and then just snap right in.
Yeah.
So the mouse function, you're able to just glide it across a surface, definitely adds a lot of gameplay, opportunities. So
Turn your Switch
Yeah.
into basically a PC.
I mean, pretty much is like
Yeah.
I actually did take a look to see like what this new chip was, but all I could find was custom made chip by Nvidia. I'm like, thanks, that does not help.
Custom made.
Yeah.
That's all you
Now-
know.
I'm not gonna lie, just from this, it sounds like an instant buy, so where are the problems?
All right. Now the cool part is voice chat is a thing now
Mm-hmm.
on the Switch. If you bought the Switch subscription.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, GameCube games are coming to the Switch with subscription plus expansion.
Oh.
Including
Mario-
Pokemon XD, which I was a big fan of.
Yes. Yeah, Pokemon XD was there. I did see Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which I was like, yes! And then I did also like and also yes, there is actually 2 slots in the console that is able to take the old Switch cartridge as well as the new Switch 2 cartridges.
So it is
Okay.
backwards
So-
compatible.
Yes, with an asterisk. They did say that there are some games that are not compatible, so they can't guarantee every game would be compatible. As you can see on the screen right now, they did increase the amount of storage on the Switch as well, but there is a reason it has to be that way. That but not it has to be like that is necessary. And we're gonna get into that. So, oh yeah, the dock. The dock is also improved as well. I did hear there's like a Realtek chip in there, and also provides a little bit of cooling. So it looks like there is 4K support.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a
for the Switch 2
big
as
one
well.
that a lot of people were asking about was 4K. So
Yep.
just higher
so-
resolutions in general, really.
Yeah, so it definitely can play the modern audience, like basically with the modern technology today. I did also see that there was, and also the amount of third-party games announced for this game, for this console, extensive. So they are definitely making an effort to open up, people to play, AAA games from third party that's non-Nintendo on the system. So it's almost like a portable PC if you think about it.
It really is. Yeah,
Mhm.
like I said, especially like the mouse alone thing. Like it looks really good. Like
It
Yeah.
does. Just listening to this again, it sounds like a very well made system, albeit with a few caveats here and there, it seems.
Yes, and we're actually
Yeah.
going to get to the major caveats. So,
Yeah.
everyone was asked. The one thing they did not announce during the Nintendo Direct was the pricing.
yeah.
How bad is it?
Okay, for me, it was within expectations, but on the higher end of the spectrum. So, the price was $450.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah.
basically $150 more expensive than the original Switch. So some people did kind of have a little bit of a thing with that. I mean, me personally, I was under the expectation that it would be $100 more, but 150 was a little more than most people expected.
I'll be
Yeah.
completely honest. I thought it'd be more expensive.
Well, with the special bonus they have in terms of the Mario Kart World bundled with it, it comes to 500.
That's a
Uh,
little closer to what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, people looked at this with like all the third-party games and stuff, and then they compared it to the Steam Deck,
Mhm.
which was $50 less, and you can play a lot of your Steam games. So a
Yeah.
lot of people were like, well, "Why not just buy a Steam Deck?" Some other things too.
Can't
Apparently,
play Mario Kart World on your Steam Deck, though.
I'm not gonna say you can't.
Well,
We're not gonna go in that realm, but when there's a will and a PC, there's a way. All
Yo
right.
ho, yo ho. That's all I'll say.
Oh my god, we are gonna be we're not encouraging any such behavior.
We are not. We are not. Absolutely not.
All right, but moving on
You're
though.
gonna leave this pirate hat right here, and you can do with it what you will.
Yes. Now, another thing that I was a little disappointed to find out was that the Joy-Cons. Oh yeah, well, another thing too. You can actually Bluetooth connect the old Joy-Cons to the Switch too. They just can't snap in.
Oh, really? That I didn't know.
Yeah, you can Bluetooth to them.
Oh.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what's the problem with the Joy-Con 2s?
Same potential problem as the Joy-Con 1s.
Yeah.
They may have the drift issue because they're not using Hall effect.
Right. That was another big complaint about people, that they're not Hall effect controllers, so the joysticks. So there could be the same issue of drift potentially with
Mhm.
these as well.
That
So,
means that there is most definitely going to be the same drift issues, which means they haven't changed a darn thing.
at
I'm
least
just-
when it comes to that.
Oh,
I'm
it has the C
trying
button.
to be more PG down right now.
Right. I understand.
It's got the new C button though.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the new C button. Oh, how exciting! Here's a question, WarBot-NIX. What does the C button do?
It's so that you can connect with your friends if you have a subscription.
If you have a subscription.
So basically, that button is almost pointless unless you have the Nintendo subscription.
Indeed.
Yep.
Indeed.
1 step forward, 10 steps back, Nintendo.
All right. Now, next, the games. So this is the big stickler for a lot of people. Right now, of course, we still have the tariff things going on, so we're not too sure what the final price of everything would be as of the recording right now. Today is Monday, April 14th. So maybe by the time this podcast goes up, there might be an update. We'll see. But a lot of things are postponed for the pre-orders, but you can go to Nintendo's website to register, I think, still, and then they'll start sending invites. They have not changed the release date yet from June 5th, but to basically what is got people a little bit upset was the cost of the games overall can hit up to $90 for the full experience.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Mario Kart World itself is announced as an $80 game.
Yes.
Yeah. So now the thing is though, here's the thing. I'm gonna put an asterisk on this. If they don't release, if they add free content and other stuff, like free DLC content over time for the lifespan of the game and the Switch 2,
That would kind of make it worth it if they did that.
yeah,
if
because
they did it.
yes, because they did release the Mario Kart expansion for the previous Mario Kart. I think you have to pay for that. So
Yeah,
we'll have to see. We'll see how much goodwill they'll give it to us on that one. But Mario Kart Worlds definitely does look good though. They definitely went the Forza route to allow you to drive around the world.
which
And take
I thought,
photos. Yep.
yeah, I thought that was really cool. Like you can literally go. There's like a mode where you can literally go anywhere off road, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like at least from what I've seen. So
yeah, so it looks like a relatively fun time, and of course, I think how many racers did they confirm? 24?
that I did not check actually.
Okay, I think
I know that
it's 24.
Yeah, they'll probably have more though, through DLC and stuff too, of course. But Yeah, I imagine it'll probably be by the end of its life cycle. They'll probably be close to as many as there were in the original game, anyway. So
Are there 24 Mario characters?
oh,
Actually,
they actually
yeah,
yeah.
there's quite a few.
Yeah, they
Yep.
actually added a few weird ones. Like, I think I saw like the cow from the Moo Moo Farms level was a playable character.
What?
I was like, what? Yeah, they literally just said, have you seen this character in the Mario Kart World games at any point in time? Yes, they can be a character.
Okay.
My favorite character, the penguin from
Okay.
Sherbet Land.
Here's what I propose. Here's what I propose we do, alright?
Yes.
It's really simple.
Yes.
Everybody who is on that one game, Super Smash Brothers, guess what? They now get a go-kart now. Smash Brothers it's just Mario Kart now.
You
I mean,
know
that's-
what? I would
Why don't
actually
you just do that?
that would actually be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about another game that like I actually got really excited for, and I'm not gonna say it yet when we get to that point. Yeah. So now, but yeah, like it's kind of interesting because Mario Kart also is coming into a sort of crowded field for some odd reason for this year.
Yeah.
Because one of the games that I am really excited for is Sonic Racers.
Yeah, Sonic Racer's got a racing game,
Oh,
and it's
right.
really good too.
Yeah, like
Looks really
it's
good.
it looks very
Sonic
novel,
Racing.
and they added jet and the air gears into the
Right.
game.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I remember.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody's got a freaking racing game.
and Nintendo is competing with itself because one of the games they revealed at the end, and I am somewhat excited for this, Kirby Air Riders.
I was gonna say that one too. Yeah, they're bringing that back.
I sat there going, so I have Mario Kart, Sonic Racers, and Kirby Air Rider.
Wow.
Um,
They're really tapping into the racer.
I mean, the only thing
Market.
that can like really just crowd up the field completely would be a new F-Zero game. Hint, hint,
Oh
wink,
my
wink.
god!
It wink.
Please, please,
Nintendo, get on that,
Please.
please. Thank you. Would like
Oh
that.
my
Also, I
goodness.
want a guest character to be Star Fox.
Oh yeah. It could even be his father, James McCloud.
No, have you guys played Star Fox Command?
That game doesn't exist.
That
I
that
know,
game.
I know,
That
I
game.
know, guys. I know.
Yes,
but-
we have.
Yes, but one of the endings was when Fox broke up with Crystal and Falco came to get him out of his depression, and they joined the F-Zero League.
That is, yeah, they did do that basically. Like, I know it was
Yes.
like a racing league, but yeah,
Yes.
basically.
That was one of that game is so stupid.
It
I had,
was
to stop
stupid.
I had to stop myself from cursing again. I am PG. I am PG today.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, it was stupid. I couldn't
Place
agree
your-
with you more.
It
Place
was
your bets on how long it takes before I crack.
it was Thunder Muffins. It was Poopy
That's-
Sticks.
Yes.
To be fair, it did have its highlights, but eh. Now back to the whole entire like $90 thing. So this is actually sort of like not revealed, but this was reviewed by Arlo, a big Nintendo YouTuber, content creator.
Oh, yeah.
Check him out. He is a cool Muppet tuber. The basically Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, if everything's said and done, because if you get Breath of the Wild, it doesn't come with a DLC. You have to buy that separately. So that's another $30 on top of what you have to do. So in order to get the full experience of a 8-year-old game, it's $90 potentially.
Yeah, that's where the $90 comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what the frick are you doing?
Yep. Yeah.
What the teraflops are you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's already caused a lot of people to be really turned off, just from the pricing alone. Now, in Nintendo's defense, and I will probably be reamed over in the comments, this is not the first time Nintendo has priced these games this high. Way back in the day, and I did find some the ads too. The games were I think the Super Nintendo games at one point did cost $80.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow!
And it kind of
Never knew that.
That was when $80 actually meant something too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way more.
Yeah. So, and if you think about it, games have not really gone up in price as fast as inflation has. So in one sense, yes, you can argue for the increase in game price for that front. But the thing is though, it's one of those things where you gotta read the room.
Definitely need to read the room.
Because right now we're already dealing with issues with everyday expenses for the most part, like most common people these days.
And if I may add something there else on top of that, you also have to consider the fact that you're just getting into the 4K level of your games, Nintendo, and other consoles have been 4K for the longest time, and they're still pricing their games at $60. So
yeah. Now things though, a lot of these games, a lot of the games from third party are already released games from within the last 3 years, like Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know why I'm blinking. I think Elden Ring. Yeah. No.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think Elden Ring was announced.
Yeah, I think that was originally for PlayStation and PC. I think, right?
Yeah. So a lot of these games already you see on PC, and they go on sale on Steam regularly now. So it's not really unless you don't have a gaming PC, there's almost very little point to buy the games again on the Switch 2. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk is going to be on the Switch 2. That's actually impressive because that game's not optimized very well.
Yeah. Wow. it's a very it's a game that you definitely associate with PC games / higher game systems like PlayStation 5 or
I actually have Cyberpunk on PlayStation 5 now. I need to get back to it.
Yeah, I need to get back to it too. So, yeah. So right now, for me, as one that has primarily PC gaming, I don't see the need to jump on a Switch 2 in the near future right now. On top of some other weird issues too. From what I understand, the Switch 2 webcam is I think you have to get the Switch 2 or a Switch branded Nintendo branded webcam to work on the Switch 2. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I've heard about it. So yeah. But that's pretty much it actually. It's just that one last thing. Some of these games aren't going to be on the cartridges.
Oh right, yeah. I think I did hear something about. Now I also heard that some of them will, but some of them may not be. I'm not entirely sure of the full thing of that, but some will, some may not.
That's confusing. What do you mean by that?
So some of these cartridges are considered what they call game keys, meaning that the only thing on that cartridge is an activation key. There's no game inside the cartridge. You have to download it. And that's why they definitely needed to increase the storage of the Switch 2. So it's kind of yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the current issues with the discs with Xbox and PlayStation, where really the only thing on those discs is just an installer. There's no game in there.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that can make and now Nintendo did say that like the games once they're downloaded will work without an internet connection. So a lot of the games that when you play on PlayStation, we had that fiasco when the PlayStation Network went down. They couldn't play a bunch of their games because it required an internet connection to activate. Right. Even with it, and when people tried to buy the new disc drive, the disc drive had to be activated online first to use it. And yeah. So Nintendo did say that like the games will work offline without
at least that.
Yeah, without the internet connection. But I sat there going, okay, that's like not as bad, but still bad. Since yeah. So there you go.
Okay. So I'd like to take a poll here between all of us here.
Yep.
Of the three of us, who is considering purchasing this day one?
Nay.
Nay? Oh yeah, yay. Yay if yes, nay if no.
Nay.
Okay, so 2 nays. I will say this, for me, I am a slightly skeptical yay.
I need you to explain that to me.
I'd say the proper term is tentative yay.
Tentative yay.
I still need you to explain this to me.
And yes, I would love to offer my reasons why.
All right, tell me
now,
what has sold you on a tentative day one purchase, or at least in this case, register and buy on invite. So tell me.
Yes, most likely a free order, basically. But yes, that's essentially day one. Yes.
Sell this product right now.
Certainly. So, in my mindset, I say tentative. In large part because, yes, I do see the issues with the games, the service, and everything else like that makes me somewhat hesitant to purchase this system day one.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will note that when it comes to both value of the console and the upgrades to it, alongside the general excuse me, sorry okay sorry to burp.
What?
But yeah, alongside the general, just I guess you could say the improvements of the game console and what's included with the game, console itself interests me enough to want to purchase it day one. It definitely is a massive upgrade to the original, and everyone, myself included, have wanted something akin to 4K gaming with Nintendo for the longest time. So
go on, continue.
So yeah, being able to do all that, and with the many improvements that they've shown, like, I am highly considering purchasing this day one. However, one of the biggest factors that I'm sure has been discussed from people all over the internet, not even just the price, because in all honesty, for me, the price is, a one-time purchase for the console. And I've already paid $500 for a PS5, which is a 4K system in and of itself. So in terms of just general value, I can see purchasing it at $450 or $500 with the Mario Kart bundle. I think that's honestly, comparatively speaking, fair, considering it is 4K consoling. But the price
Okay.
of the games, I
Yeah.
cannot. Now, mind you, in Nintendo's defense, they did say lower end games where they don't expect it to be like a bunch of DLC and a bunch of other stuff will be lower priced than the $80 price tag. So we might have some that are $60, some that are $70, some that are $80. So
The thing is,
I am.
though, what?
Mhm.
I'll finish your thing. I'll say my piece.
Yeah.
I may have some things I want to say later too.
That's fine. And like I said, I know you guys are, are gonna have very good points. But I'm just saying, in general, I see the potential of the console and being able to access it, and be able to play some of these games, which do seem legitimately fun. Like, I would love to actually play Mario Kart World. I would actually enjoy playing it, not just as, a player, but also as a streamer as well. And I think this is highly marketed to people that will be doing things akin to streaming also, because being able to do that could also mean getting your value back for playing these games. We won't get too much into the monetization portion, but I'm just saying, like, it's being able to do that would also kind of give a reason to be willing to pay a little bit more for these consoles up front. But again, those are just some reasons that I have, and I know you guys are probably going to have a lot of other reasons, and I'd love to hear from the reversed mindset on why you guys are nay.
You want to go first, Nix, or want me?
Yeah. I if you don't mind, I would like to go first.
Go for it.
As a guy who has been primarily a PC player, I'm not fully against getting this console. But for me, as like someone who 90% of the games I ever wanted to play is on PC. So I generally do not play my Switch much anymore, except for certain titles or during family gatherings. So the only time I really play my Switch, the last time I played my Switch too, is last November during Thanksgiving with family. We play basically all of my family come back to our parents' house, and we play Mario Party like the old days with their partners and stuff. So it's really a lot of fun, and that's where I think Switch is great. It's great couch couch gaming. So in that sense, yes, I'll probably get the Switch. If at the earliest, would probably be the holidays. I don't see it.
That's good.
Yeah, and I also don't generally buy a console unless it's like a special edition.
Yeah,
Because at least it makes it special.
Same with me. Like I said, in terms of getting Mario Kart, if I did get it, I would get the Mario Kart World bundle. That's also another thing. I would only buy it with the bundle. Like, if the pre-order comes out and I can't get the Mario Kart bundle, I would probably wait to the holidays, just like you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, holidays, Nintendo has a tradition of literally the only bundle they really throw out there is a Mario Kart bundle that comes for free with the console.
Yeah.
I doubt they'll do it for year one though, so we'll see. In terms of the things are and also as someone who is also a little bit conscientious of what precedent this sets is that we were worried about GTA being $100 title.
So true.
But this kind of cracks the first barrier to the next level of pricing. So this may give other, publishers to go like, ooh, Nintendo's doing $80 games. Why don't we do it?
Yeah, that is a real concern.
Like
I said,
like
yeah.
why not now? Why not make it $80? That's like the sort of thing where like we're gonna have to deal with, and the conversation continues online, Reddit, X, you name it. So yeah. But that's my couple thoughts. So I would probably get the console eventually, probably during the holidays, or if there's like a special edition, like a Fire Emblem version or
Of
an
course.
F-Zero version, a Kirby
Oh,
version,
God.
a Smash version, kind of like that.
Please smash. Please smash. We can do smash. Sakurai, please.
No, Sakurai's big baby right now is Kirby Air Rider. That's the game he's always wanted to make for years, and he's finally doing it.
Yeah, I can't hate on him for that. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and to be honest, I thought he said that that was the last Smash.
I think he did say that.
Did essentially say that he was retiring from Smash.
Yeah. So, but then he says like, if they're gonna do Smash, they better not do it without him. I'm like, my dude.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna think like it's way too much of a moneymaker. Yeah. They're going to do it.
Yeah. But that's about it. Sandora, what's your 2 cents on this one?
All right. Again, like Blaze said, it does look like it's a big improvement from the Nintendo Switch, and this is coming from someone who actually really likes the Nintendo Switch.
Mm.
It's probably my favorite Nintendo console.
Yeah, I will personally say for me, it was definitely the Wii. I just had to throw that out there. But Switch is good too.
Yeah, it's a fun console, and I am excited for some of the games that I've been hearing, some of the things we've been talking about. However, I'm also seeing signs that Nintendo hasn't learned anything. For example, let's just be real here, okay? They can fix the Joy-Con drift. They're choosing not to because this is an easy way for them to keep making money.
That is a cynical way of putting it. But we'll have to see what the final result is.
I understand it's a cynical way of putting it. I am a very cynical person, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I hear you.
There's that. And and honestly, even with the price, the price. Hold on, you guys still there?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
I can
still
hear you.
here.
Oh, I thought I heard something on my end. But yeah, even with the price, it's not a first time buy for me. If like Nick said, probably on the holidays. And I'll be honest, as much as
Mhm.
and sorry about that.
Hey, you're fine.
As much as Mario Kart World looks fun, I need more than that.
That is understandable. I mean, in their defense, they do have a lot of other games, like like GameCube games that they're bringing with it. So I can get that, but they're not new. So that's also a thing. So
Yeah.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, and on top of that, we know there's a cheaper competitor coming up,
Oh,
and that's
wait.
Sonic, and that's Sonic.
Oh yeah, yeah, the game. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
the Sonic Racers. So, um, it is. So not only is it not priced competitively, it's actually got competitors, and one of them is within its own ecosystem, which is Kirby Air
Exactly.
Riders. Yeah,
Was
so
this
Exactly.
was this Sega's plot all along to get back at Nintendo?
I mean, maybe. And the whole and what makes Sonic Riders even cooler is that it's across all systems, and I think it's crossplay.
Wow, that I did not
So
know.
I don't need to get a Switch. I don't need to get an Xbox. I don't need to get a PlayStation either, and that's where it was featured. It is on Steam right now for pre-order.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they
So
were
I'm
already ahead of it.
sorry, I'm sorry, Nintendo. You're gonna need to give me a bit more.
yeah.
You're gonna need to give me a bit more to go off of before I, because there's something else to highlight this. I am a big fan of my Nintendo Switch. Okay,
Mhm.
ask me how long it took for me to buy the Nintendo Switch.
How long?
I didn't buy the Nintendo Switch until it was towards the end of the Switch's lifespan. They were starting to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 about a month or so after I got the Nintendo Switch.
I got mine. When did they announce Smash?
Oh man, it wasn't. I don't think it was. Was it that long afterward?
It was within,
It's
I
been
think, the first year, maybe. Yeah, I got it.
yeah.
I didn't get it day one, but I definitely did get it sometime down the road because when I found out how they're doing like special editions, and that's another thing too. They'll probably just do it the same way this way. The way they do special editions, that the actual Switch console doesn't really have anything special on it. It's the Joy Cons that have special colors or designs, and then the dock too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually bought the original Switch not day one, but within the first, I would say 3 months of the console. And that was partially because of the demand. The high demand for the console. It wasn't in the stores until a few months afterward. Um, and basically once it got in stores, that's when I was able to get it. And it was like, I think literally, if I remember this correctly, they only had 3 in the store. Like they literally only had like 5, like an order of 5 to the store. I bought it in, I think Best Buy. I think no,
Mhm.
Target. It was a
Mhm.
Target, and they only had 5 consoles that they were giving to that store, and I got it like in the morning, first thing.
Speaking of things I regret, I should have bought Starlink, that game with like the toys that you can connect, and the Switch version came with
I'm
Fox
not
for
gonna lie,
Cloud.
Oh,
that
the
looks
Star
like
Fox
so much
game.
fun.
It wasn't a Star Fox game, but it had Star Fox
Oh,
as a guest character. Only the Switch version had Star Fox, but it didn't do so well, and the game itself was only $5, and I was like, I should have bought 3 more to get 3 more of those R wings to create a team for display.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel bad now because
nice.
I tried looking it online to see if I can find it again. It's back up to $40. So like, crap.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, whoops. Should have done that.
Collectors. That's actually another thing that I was like just kind of considering too.
Mhm.
A lot of consoles that are like day one editions are actually, if you did decide to purchase one or sell one online, day one editions can also sell for a bit more too. So there's also that.
That's not very common. I mean, it really depends. Like, sometimes day one editions may have like a weird like chip version, or there was a manufacturing change, or there was like a special bundle or special software that was in there that you can only get in the day one edition. Yeah, I get that. But those are very niche and not very common. So, yeah.
I will say, like, the one that, and I was so sad because somebody ended up stealing mine through an unfortunate circumstance, but the day one edition of, I believe it was PlayStation 3, could play, I think, either PS2 or PS1 games.
Yes. Yeah, the first generation could.
Yeah.
Those weren't day one. Those are just first gen.
Yeah, like the first gen, yeah. And I was so mad because, again, I bought that on day one, and my parents did. My parents bought it for me. And what was it? It got stolen, and I was just so sad.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, yeah, those are hard to come by, and they are starting to break down now. So there's not a whole lot of support to get them fixed either. So yeah, hopefully one's out there for you to get. So
yeah, well, fortunately, the only game that I had that I said there's only one game, if it ever came out on any other console, I would officially throw my PS3 out the window. The new one I bought one afterward. And this is such a niche game, but it was a game that I loved so much because of the soundtrack, and that's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Okay, first of all, that's not fair. That's like one of the best game like soundtracks out there.
Yes.
So
It is.
Like I literally said, if they get Rising Revengeance on anything else, I will literally yeet my PS3 out the window. I didn't do that, but now that it's on Steam, I don't need to. I literally now officially do not need.
With control.
Hang on. Metal Gear Rising is on Steam now?
It's been on there, and it went on sale a couple times too because it's been out there for so long. Like you can probably get it sometimes on sale for like less than $10, maybe $5.
Yeah.
So.
Oh dear Lord, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
And it has controller support, so yeah.
Indeed, yeah. That was the one game for me personally. I said, if it's on anything else, I no longer need a PS3. That was the last game. Everything else is either on another console or like, either there's like an upgraded version or, remake or something like that. But that was the one that I said, as soon as that one's done, I no longer need my PS3. And now I might give it away somewhere. Sometime in the future. I don't know.
I still need to keep my PS3 because it's the only way for me to play the old Gundam Extreme Versus games.
I still need my PS3 because that's the only way I'm ever going to play Tales of Xillia.
Fair enough.
They haven't made
They haven't made a remaster yet. The last remaster for the Tales of game was Tales of Grace's F.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said they will be eventually, but
because they have Abyss and Symphonia on the new ones in like the store, the PlayStation Store, I believe.
Not Abyss.
Not Abyss.
Okay. Really?
It's Symphonia. Symphonia, definitely.
I know that what's the one with was it Yuri? I think the one that was on Xbox.
That's Vesperia.
That's Vesperia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's the one.
And that was easy to port over because it was on Xbox. Xbox is just another Windows machine.
Yeah, I know that one definitely was ported over already.
Yes.
Which I have Vesperia remastered.
Yep, same.
I haven't either. I really want to. I need to do that in the future.
Yeah. All right. Now, speaking of games, now we're moving to there. Let's move on to something a little bit more positive. So again, well, we won't know for sure what the exactly final prices are for the Switch, for America at least. And as I said, they may have already like made a decision by the time this video goes out. So we'll see what happens. But let's move on to actually the games. we selected a couple games that really caught our interest that we are excited for. Believe it or not, my list is a lot shorter than you guys.
I may not have seen it direct, but I did see the list. So
Yeah.
I do have a few I wanted to talk about, yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the one where I am actually only had minor exposure to, and I think it's through you guys back in the day. Now let's start with Raito.
Yes, Raito Kuzunoha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get started with that. Now there's gonna be a little bit of audio in the background. Let me know if it's too loud. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and play this trailer here. So
He's so
I
awesome.
remember you guys showing me this. One of you showed me this a while back playing, and it was kind of cool. And looking at it now,
Yes,
it looks a lot cleaner.
it
It's-
does.
Oh my
'Cause this was for
gosh,
PS2.
Yeah.
Why is she sleeping right now?
Yeah. When I bought this game originally, and by the way, I bought the special
Oh my
edition of
God,
this game.
that looks so
Oh,
beautiful.
yes. Like I actually got the one that had like the Jack Frost version of Raito.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was when I bought it, like, man, I really did enjoy this game. Like, but I will say that the one thing that was worrying about it was the fact that there was so many there was some like trivia stuff in the game. Like, you kind of had to be like kind of like a foreigner to kind of get some parts of it. So I hope they kind of, like they did with Persona 4 with like the study questions, like they make it a little bit more Americanized so it's a little easier to understand or like, get some of the more complex puzzles basically.
I imagine
So-
they'll do something for that.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the gameplay alone here. This looks freaking awesome.
Oh,
Like,
I have
Oh,
a
man.
slight caveat just now, and I just noticed
Yes.
it at the end.
Yes.
Again, why should I get this on Switch when I just saw that it can be played on Steam?
Well, in this particular case, I don't think there's. Oh, that was actually. I just saw the image. There's the Jack Frost Raito. That was the one.
Yep.
But to
But-
answer your
Yeah.
question,
don't-
I
yeah.
don't think there is a reason.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong, at least when it comes to the games. Like because right now it's the console. I mean, yeah, we are trying to sell the console too, but I wouldn't focus too much on that. I mean, yeah, it would probably be better just to get it on like Steam especially if it's cheaper. But yeah, if they do have it cheaper on like Steam or something like that, I don't see any reason not to. I'm just concerned about getting the game, and I think just with these new updates, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I remember one of you
So
guys.
beautiful.
Yeah, I remember one of you guys playing it in front of me, and I watched it. It was really cool. It was on the PS2, and yeah, I mean, I was sort of a little bit like just getting into like the Shin Megami Tensei stuff. Like I played Devil Survivor 2, Persona 4, a little bit of Persona 3 at the time, and then of course, can you really count the fighting games? Persona 4 Arena.
I
Like-
mean,
That's Arxis technically.
yeah. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily Shin Megami, no.
Yeah, but it was canon.
It was canon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we just heard like this voice acting in this game. Is it this? Okay, just inform me as someone who has not played this game in detail. Is this the same voice acting, or is this sounds like re-recording?
Oh, the voice acting is completely new. The original
yeah, I
game
was-
didn't have voice acting.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say
I
don't
was
think it did.
curious. Okay, so
Yeah.
you could almost call this almost a remake.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I just was kind of curious. Like, did they have voice acting? Because I don't remember if there was it when last time you guys showed me. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think there was. No.
All right then. Not too bad. All right then. So again, really cool game. I'm definitely gonna get it,
Yeah.
but I don't see a reason to get it on Switch.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right,
Yeah,
moving
just
on.
I
the
am
game in general.
I am
And I
contractually obligated to get it. My partner is a big Shin Megami Tensei fan, and she will demand, and she pretty much ordered me to get it. Like,
Roger that. All right, moving on.
yes. Oh, and I'm just saying, if they now that they've made the first one, I'm waiting for them to make the one, I forget what the name of it was, like King Abaddon or something like that. Red
yep,
Okuzna versus like King Abaddon or something like that.
that
So
was
I'm
that
hoping
was the name.
there was the sequel. So I'm hoping they remaster the sequel next if this one sells well.
They kind of have to.
They have to. They have to.
I mean, that'd be like remastering Digital Devil Saga 1 and not remastering Digital Devil Saga 2.
It's printing money. Absolutely.
You
Oh,
sure about
that's
that?
cool. Well, if it's good, if people like it, if people love it, then yes, it would essentially be getting the sequel would be like printing money, basically. If the
I
first
mean,
I
one
was
is
more
yeah.
I
If
was
this
yeah.
more
puts
so saying
a
it
lot more interest in it, then yes. Then I'd
I
say
was more
yes.
so saying it was necessary because it's only one half of the story.
That too. That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Next,
Finish
okay,
the story.
this one we definitely know is a Switch only title, Metroid 4.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. I mean, it looked like Donkey
Hmm.
Kong.
It does kind of look like Donkey Kong, not gonna lie.
Yep.
I'm not gonna
Metroid
lie,
Prime 4
this
Beyond.
game looks really beautiful.
Very Destiny-like.
Uh, I'm not gonna say it because that might be copyright.
Ah, the Ass Queen is back.
Yeah. Euros. Very, very nice looking.
I believe.
I don't know. Kind of puts me a little bit in the mindset of Jack and Daxter a little bit, just like from like the view. Ugh. Ugh.
I hate the fact that this is making me want to get the Switch the Switch 2 as soon as possible. I really hate that.
And Nintendo knows how to sell their games, that's for sure.
Mm.
All right. Oh
Like,
yay.
Wish you could do that just by shooting them, though.
I know, just open doors.
Okay, okay. Being able to
Special
control
power,
your like
open
missiles through
doors.
psychic abilities is interesting.
I will admit, the psychic powers are cool.
They are cool though. I can open doors. It's like
Hey, anything to get you using that Joy-Con too.
yes.
Gotta get your money's worth before the drift kicks
Open
in.
doors. Yes. Before the drift kicks
All I
in.
saw was Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh no.
Damn it, this looks really good. I hate you, Nintendo.
Oh
I
man.
I
Nintendo knows how to sell their games.
ah,
Nintendo knows how to sell their games.
hold on
Oh
one
Oh,
second.
hi.
hold on. Hold on.
What's
Oh,
this?
hi. Oh,
Oh,
hi.
Red
oh
Samus.
god. Oh. Hmm.
Okay.
Doesn't it kind of look like a tracksuit? I don't know. That's
No,
just,
that
Makes you
that's
look
me.
makes you look like a Power Ranger.
it kind of looked. No, it looked like the same color scheme as what was that? The Samus, the one where like the suit got infected.
Mm,
Oh,
The GBA
maybe that's
game.
a call. Maybe that's a
oh,
callback.
I don't think it looked like that. It was actually the same color scheme as the Phazon suit from Metroid Prime.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Hmm.
I
That
see.
mm, okay, here's the thing, alright?
Yes.
Here's the thing. I Metroid Prime is my favorite GameCube game of all time. It is a
Hmm.
game that I return to this day. This game looks beautiful. It looks perfect. It makes me want to shut up and take my money, Nintendo.
Well, the upside is that this is probably not going to be released at the launch day of the Switch 2,
Oh,
you
thank
Not.
God.
so you could probably just wait or just get the console right before it comes out. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting until the game comes out before I buy the console. I am
yeah.
not running into the same problem I ran into with Mega Man Legends 3.
You two, you two can open doors
I now have psychic abilities.
with psychic abilities.
Yeah. Now, okay. To be fair,
I'm
that
sorry, I'm
gives me
just making
not.
fun.
No, now I'm thinking like, huh? Is that gonna be added to like Samus's like move pool in the new Smash? Just psychic
What?
abilities.
Psychic abilities, yes, please.
Oh God.
Please. That would be so busted. Oh my god.
I don't think so then. She's already broken enough as it is.
I mean, I used Zero Suit Samus. So yeah. All
Although
right.
then again, they have Mewtwo. So I mean, can we really say
I
Mewtwo with
guess.
psychic abilities? So
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Yeah. Metroid is not like a console seller for me. However, I can see why it is console seller for a lot of others. So,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
does look really hype. Not
It
gonna lie.
looks really, really good.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's move on down to the next item on the list.
Next game.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. Let's
All right.
go.
This was on yours, Eternum.
Yes, it was.
Already
Um
turned sell me on it.
I see the
Does-
Duck Hunt duck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna play the video. Uh, uh okay, with the sound.
All right, here we go.
Okay, yeah. So just the classicness of this. Oh my gosh. Like ow.
Is this like an AI voice or something?
I have no idea. I mean, usually they have like actual person doing it though, so it's probably an actual person.
Hmm.
So you got to do it in rhythm. Yep, I have actually played it with my eyes closed.
Okay, it is definitely very charming.
It is
I'm not gonna lie.
super charming.
The music is really cute.
Yes.
I remember Eternum, you were
In
really into
2026.
2026, so
Oh,
not
oh wow.
immediate.
you know, Eternum,
No.
I do remember you were really into this game back in high school, weren't you?
Oh, so much. Like this series is like it's actually very long standing. Like it's this actually turned I think it was originally um Rhythm Ten it was originally a Japanese game. It's like called Rhythm Tengoku or something like that. Um and then they eventually
That
Mhm.
sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they transferred. Then they made an English version. I don't know if it was called Rhythm Heaven. If it was just Rhythm Heaven, because I know they had like Rhythm Heaven, like Paradise, and like there were like different versions of it. But it's a long-standing and fun rhythm action. Well, not action game, but rhythm game where basically you're just kind of playing with the beat like you're pressing a button or buttons to the beat and just the music and just the vibe of it with like just like the fun character because it's really the fun characters of the game with the music and especially the music that sells it like it's such a just play whenever you want to just chill and do something just just whenever you don't know like you like whenever you have like just some off time and you just want to have it's like a comfort game, like it's just a game that
Yeah,
you
it's a
you
stand chill
play.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's and the music, like I said, is what really just sells it. I mean, the soundtrack for some of these games, like they actually you can look online, they actually have music videos of like remixed of it of some of the songs from the game. Like it's the music is like very memorable. That's one of the things that really sell the game. You want to keep coming back and playing it again because the music is so good like and not to mention when you're doing it with the beat and like with your own hands and once you get good at it because as they said it's not easy to do but once you have the timing down not only is it the greatness of the music and the soundtrack but also the what you could say the I'm trying to figure out the term for it it's like the it's like the physical pleasure of being able to like do it on command and easily. Like if anybody looks at you and
So basically,
like
you just
yeah,
gotta get in the zone.
yes, it's a game
Yeah.
where you can get like there's a word for it when you're like
On stage.
yeah it's like dopamine. Like I said, the game is like a burst of dopamine when you do it correctly. Like like these like because later
Okay.
on in the
Okay. I get
game
it now. It's a sense of satisfaction.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The
All right.
satisfaction of mastering the game and being able to do some of these super complicated beats cuz believe me, it looks simple from just the video that they showed, but it gets super complex with some of these games and being able to do it on command and to the beat like with some epic beats too. It gives you and this is going to sound hilarious but it gives you the same kind of satisfaction for when you're playing a game like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and you're actually getting the attacks on like when you're like at the hype at the end of the battles where like the music hits its apex and
Mhm.
you're like slicing and dicing them like and hitting the command at the right time to like
Yeah.
do the finishing blow. It's like that but throughout the game that's the kind of dopamine that it makes you feel like when you're getting the beat just right and it's a really complex beat and I've seen people who've like watched me like play the game like just like at like a dorm or anything like that and watched me actually play the game and like when they're at some of like the really hype songs like it just like everyone's just like really impressed everyone was like really impressed seeing it because like it's just like I said, the beat, the music, and just the reflexes. It's the physical, like I said, dopamine from it.
Yep.
It's hard to beat it, and that's the reason why, like I said, a game like Rhythm Heaven is, I think, enjoyed by a lot of people. It's just that, like I said, that physical. action combined with music that just lures
Yeah,
people in.
it's the feedback, yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, and just the ability to just zone out and chill and play, and that
yeah.
satisfaction once you like get through a session. Yeah, I get it. It's almost like working out. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But I'll tell you this much: there is not going to be any zoning out with this with that game because like those beats get super complex. You're actually breathing hard at the end of some of those songs because of like how like fast you have to press to the beat. Like it gets really complex.
All right, all right. Yeah, fair
So it's
enough.
also the sense of satisfaction from that too. But trust me, it's a really fun series. I'd love to show you sometime. If you have you ever played what's that game? WarioWare Smooth Moves? Have you ever played that game?
Nope.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
You mentioned it
Well, like
before, and
yeah.
yeah. I mean it. I mean the vibe of the game does not sell me on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, they made it really. They showed some really simple ones from here, but when you see like some of the more complex ones, it you really get the idea of like how this could be really fun to play.
Okay,
Um,
I get it. All
yeah,
right then.
maybe I'll send
Well,
you a video of probably like the final stage just so you can see how crazy it can get
all
later.
right,
So you'll see it. But yeah.
all right. So let's move on to the next game.
Mhm.
All right.
My turn to get all giddy.
Ah, yes. Gush away, WarBot-NIX.
Oh, I know how much you love this one.
Yes. Yeah. Um Speaking of music, the music from Gradius Arcade, NES, I still listen to this day, and I still play Gradius 3 on my original Super Nintendo to this day. So, when this was revealed, I was like, yes, because look at all these different versions that are available. It's the Japanese versions, North American versions, and several like ROM exclusive releases. So you can
Oh.
play any of the Gradius games the way they were released.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah. Um, yeah, and also there's going to be a new entry in this game called Salamander 3.
Ooh, and they let you rewind.
Okay, first off, who created this easy mode? Who in their right minds created easy mode for Gradius?
Yeah, that's kind of easy, man. I got it. It's
Yeah. Yeah. But like this is just like a great fan collection for the decades of Gradius and the shoot 'em ups for this game. And this is actually what got me into space games. I'm gonna turn this off now, otherwise I won't stop listening to the music. Moving on.
Yes.
But basically, yeah, one of the big things is that yes, this is a brand new entry, Salamander 3, never really released anywhere else. So it's great to see that Konami is still releasing games in the Gradius like library.
They didn't
Um,
forget about Gradius.
Tell that to the Yu-Gi-Oh archetype.
Oh.
Tell
uh,
Konami if you are watching this. Gradius archetype retrain when? Hello? Uh,
I'm sure they'll get around to it.
like not even a quarter century freaking rare of a Gradius card. Like I would pay money for that. But no, I don't see dilly squat in the new quarter century rare stampede. Moving on though, away from
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh. As soon as I heard the at the very beginning, I was like, Gradius? Yes. Because
Yes.
yeah. Um this is my childhood. This is the game that I played with my father, and he helped me get through it. I actually got stuck at the boss rush constantly. Um until like 10 years later. I got through it on my own without parental help. So,
I know that feel. I forget what
yeah,
game it was. I had the same thing. I like
yeah.
picked it up later,
So,
and I was like, "Oh, this is now easy."
yeah. So when I saw this, I was like, I don't care about anything anymore. Just I want this game now.
Yep.
I want this collection. It's got almost every version of the game. Well, not every, but a good chunk of it that I can enjoy for time to come. And it looks like it has online multiplayer, so I can drag one of you guys to play with me.
It does look like fun. I wouldn't mind trying it out.
Yep.
Sounds like a good time.
I will blame you for our deaths every time.
Probably. Probably, and you'll
Yeah.
probably be correct.
Yeah. So, and then we just heard like a new rendition of, I think it was from Gradius 2 that was playing through this trailer. But either way, it looks like we're going to be hearing some variations of the music. So we'll see if there's like some new official remasters and all that. The rewrite mechanic, I'd say yes, that's kind of nice. Because the game is very forgiving. Like one hit, you're dead.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
How is that forgiving?
Yeah, and the things of the screen keeps going. So if you get left behind and you're stuck behind a rock, may want to hit the rewind button. Yeah. Yeah, it's very unforgiving,
rewind
but I'm gonna try and play it like the old days where there's no such thing as rewind. There's no easy mode. It's just me and my laser, my speed ups, my missiles, and the music.
Real gamers don't rewind.
Unless it's Majora's Mask, you're gonna have to do that.
Be
Oh, well,
kind,
that's
don't
true.
rewind.
Yeah. No. I believe Blockbuster was be kind and rewind because
Yeah.
when
I
you
know,
bought,
I know that's what it was, but I said it differently to be a bitch.
Oh,
Oh, and
why you
there
be
goes
like that?
my and there goes me being PG.
You
Oh,
get
well.
one curse word card. One curse
To
word
be,
card.
to be
That's fine.
fair, you get one curse in a Disney movie, I think.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
PG-13 now.
Yes.
There we go. All right, moving on though. But yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about this any further aside from thank you for bringing this in. Again, there is one little thing though I've noticed. It is again also on Steam.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if this game comes out before I get a Switch 2, it's going to be on Steam for me. So
Yeah, probably. I think
yeah,
I'd rather play a
yeah,
game
no,
like this on Steam
yeah,
myself.
yeah. Now they didn't show it in this trailer, but I got suspicious when I saw this same trailer got shown off on the Xbox official YouTube. I sat there going, "Huh?"
Oh, so they did. So they didn't announce it here, but it is multi-platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
It may not be crossplay though.
Uh,
I did not see any indicators that it's crossplay, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. But if anything, I just want to play for the music. So, yeah. So enough being said. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now.
right. It's a fun. Definitely is a fun game. Definitely looks like a fun game to play every once in a while.
Oh yeah. I highly recommend it. It is the game of my childhood, and I'm happy for it.
Mhm.
Alrighty then. Moving on though, our next game entry, we're running a little low on time, so we'll make this quick, is Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. So this is a remake, not a remaster.
Remake.
Oh my god, they remade it in pencil.
No, no, they didn't.
I'm sorry, I had to. Oh, okay. It's like a fake. It's like the 2.5D sort
Yep.
of look.
Oh dear.
It's like what they did with Dragon Quest 3.
So this is the original Dragon Quest.
The For the first and second one bundled together.
Yeah, which is good.
Mm.
Because if I remember correctly, like it didn't take too long to. It didn't take too long to beat the first one.
The first one is a pretty short game once you know what to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I played a ROM of it.
Hmm.
gotcha.
How would you say the story is for being like, an originator?
It's a pretty it's a pretty straightforward, bare bones story. They tell you who right at the beginning of the game, they tell you exactly who the main villain is. They tell you your quests. You have to remember the game originally came out on the NES. It's not a very big story.
That's fair.
It's barely even a story. It's just the bad guy has taken the orb of light. He's also kidnapped the princess of our kingdom. You are the descendant of the legendary hero, so we are counting on you to save our kingdom. Get to it, hero.
So get on it.
I'd say that sounds about right.
Pretty
Yeah,
typical.
like
Pretty typical.
not just typical, but like you know what? That's like good old simple, good old days of gaming. Just like
Yeah.
And that's
you are
and
hero, that is bad guy. Point sword at bad guy.
and that
Yeah.
right there is the charm of this game once it comes out, I feel, is the simplicity of it.
Mm-hmm.
There
Cool.
aren't it's not complicated. There aren't a bunch of complex plot twists or anything. It's just you're the good guy, kill the bad guy.
Hero
Mm-hmm.
saves the damsel in distress from evil villain.
Save world.
Here's something that is interesting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
In Dragon Quest 1, saving the princess is optional.
Really?
Yes, you could go through they don't tell you exactly how to save the princess.
Yeah.
You could beat technically. It's a lot harder to do if you don't beat the beat if you don't save the princess,
Yeah.
but you can potentially beat the entire game and never save the princess.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god. I
How
can
does that
actually now
change the
see.
story?
Okay,
I have no idea. I've never done that.
you know, I can see this being like a speed run like challenge title.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking that too. Yeah, speed
Yeah.
run like save it without saving the princess is more optimal, less
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah, this definitely is a nice callback to the classics, and I do like the little remake touch ups. So I'd say again, um, probably I will probably like get this eventually. Looks like it's coming out this year too. So I don't
This
know if it's
one,
confirmed for other like consoles, but if it is a
it
Switch
is.
title,
It
oh,
I know it's going to be on the PlayStation 5.
Okay,
okay.
so it's probably multi-platform too.
I see that a good chunk of our games are not going to be on the Switch too.
Uh,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right. Moving on, last one. Now we know this one's definitely going to be on the Switch too.
This one is definitely gonna be on the Switch too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Pokemon.
Oh,
Pokemon ZA or ZA. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's just the A.
Yeah, ZA. Hey. Whoa. What the? Yeah, just jump off the roof?
Okay, no offense, but if anyone knows the freaking Pokemon meta, who in their right minds is going to pick Chikorita?
Hey, Chikorita
I
was a fun Pokemon though.
I'd
It
pick Chikorita.
it is a fun Pokemon, but stat wise, it's terrible.
Oh, who knows? They may get some better stats in the updated version. Who knows?
You would
Huh.
need to retroactively change that for every.
Wild zone.
This makes no sense to me.
This is weird.
Why would you have a wild reservoir in the middle of a metropolis?
Well, I mean, they do have reservoirs in actual, like,
It's sort of like
states.
it's like a
A nature
nature
reserve,
preserve. Yeah, nature preserve.
That
yeah.
we can poach Pokemon in.
Okay,
Well,
that's a little sus.
yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, it's
Oh,
supposed to be a safe haven for Pokemon, and then you can walk right in and capture them.
yeah. But-
Oh.
That is interesting.
I just realized this is just Battle City from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Basically, you see them.
It's a
Oh,
battle
that's
royale.
that's basically a battle
Oh
royale. Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh my god, they're probably gonna test this for like a free-to-play battle royale online or something.
Yeah, Mega Evolution. Oh man, that's by far my favorite of the, special evolution types.
It's
You can be
basically it's literally just Digivolution.
yes.
Oh? I'm not gonna lie, that does look interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, was that hinting like an online aspect to it with the two Rotoms?
Oh, I imagine they will have some online capability with this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
At first I was okay, at first when I first saw it,
Mhm.
I was pretty hyped. But after like actually looking at it again, I'm not as hyped, but I will probably play it.
Really? What
That's
made you lose
fair.
what made you lose enthusiasm?
I don't like battle royales.
Ah.
That is fair.
Although,
I
to be fair, I have recently got into one, which was, well, the game's not released yet. I played the beta, Mecha Break. Um,
hmm.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm now less impressed. Now, hopefully, there's a good story in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do hope there's a good story because I did see the old giant guy. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, they did have him. Who had the
yeah, who
special rare
was
Pokemon? Yeah.
Yeah, who had the special rare Pokemon and was able to like tell you like the beginning of like how the world got split into two timelines or something. So
Yeah, they even I remember because this is like I said, Lumi this particular gen was also the one where they, really hinted at the whole, Pokemon and people were used to be the same thing, basically. This
Wait,
is like the one where they
what?
really yes, lore wise, like the lore.
it was yeah, it was I'm not too sure if they took it out in the English version, but it was in the Japanese version. I do know that they said that like Pokemon and humans did it.
Yeah, they used to be, they
Oh, right.
marry each
In
other, yeah.
Pokemon, I think it was in the Japanese version of Pokemon Black and White, I think.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was? Okay, maybe I was
uh,
wrong, but
yeah.
I
Yeah,
Well,
and
remember
they definitely
they
talked about
mentioned
that in
yeah, they
this one too.
mentioned that back in the old days. No, it could have been Black or Diamond and I forget, but yeah, in one of them they did mention people used to marry their Pokemon.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold
Yeah.
on. Actually, I think in this world, not this world, in this like
Jen?
generation, yeah, in this generation, no, they didn't have that issue. Not issue. They didn't have that thing, but they did say that like Pokemon and humans live without Pokeballs. So
Like they
yeah,
Yeah.
lived together.
they form partnerships. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. All right. Well.
But I would say, like I said, for me, like this was by far one of my favorite generations in the original one. So I don't necessarily know if this is the one thing that I don't know about this, and I'm guessing this is the case that it's like just in Lumio City. That's what it kind of feels like. Um, which is interesting. Like, like if it is the case that the entire game takes place in Lumio City alone, in which
Yeah,
case is there badges? Well, I guess they have the rank system, and I guess
yeah,
that kind
it's
of
just rank.
how.
It's just a rank up
Yeah,
system, and I think it's supposed to be like the game will probably scale in difficulty as the higher the rank you go. I have a
right.
feeling that's how it's gonna work, but again, we'll have to see. I actually
Yeah,
prefer the other Legends game, the sort of travel back in time isekai storyline,
I
and
still
yeah,
need to beat that game.
yeah,
yeah.
and
Legends
also
Arceus. Yeah,
yeah, and yeah, that one was pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah.
so
Now, I wanted to just say like a little bit more in terms of like why, like I said, I was a big fan of the series, of at least of this generation in particular with Mega Evolutions. Like, I mean, first off, in general, like this was like the one where they really branched off and had like those specialty, like generational, evolution,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
specialist ones.
Crystallization,
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
terrestrialization, Gigantamax, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
This was, yeah, the Super Evolutions was great. I did like
yeah,
it. I did like the aspects of it, and it also gave some Pokemon who were kind of left behind a new, like, fresh breath of a
air.
fresh coat of paint. There we go. A
Essentially,
fresh coat
yes.
of paint. And they can be used in like competitive scenes.
Yeah,
And we're gonna have to start to wind down a bit because we are getting pretty. We are at over an hour and a half now.
okay, that's
Um,
fair.
so
I'll just
yeah,
finish by saying that I was a big fan of the series, and although I know it's gonna all take place in Lumios, I just hope they bring back a lot of the character customization. It looks like they will,
oh yeah,
that they
no,
had in that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think customer looks like character customization is going to be a thing in this game. Like I don't see a way not to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that
Because
was
they made that
really big.
they have been making that a thing for a while now, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, because that was, like I said, that was when they really, allowed you to customize like your character, your look, your hair, your clothes, everything. Like I was a really big fan of that, and I hope they do that in this game too. And it looks like they
No,
will. So
you don't have to worry about that. Honestly,
yeah,
like they've done it almost every like um in every like release of a Pokemon game since. So you're
yeah,
fine. Like even the Arceus game, you could do some minor customizations.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
all
So
right
I'd
then.
love to do that in modern times. But yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could.
I mean, you know what I mean, like in because it was from the past versus,
Yeah,
you know,
trust me, you'll be fine. You'll be
You'll be
fine.
fine.
That will be
Like
in the
yeah.
game.
if you played Sun and Moon, literally I went to the hairstylist and the freaking like clothes shop. I think at least once per session.
Right, right.
So
Like
you're
I said,
fine. You are perfectly fine. You do
right.
not need to worry. Please
Oh
stop
yeah,
worrying.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not worrying. I'm just saying how this was the originator of it. And that was like this was the first game where that really became the generation anyway, where that
All
really
right.
became a thing. And that's the
Yeah.
reason why, like I said, I'm interested in it. So yeah.
Gotcha. All right then. With that, then it looks like we do need to cut this short. We have reached the hour and a half mark. But yeah, thanks for listening through all the way. If you did, please hit that like button and please do subscribe. Again, if you wish to find us on the internet, all of our links are down below in the description. And I think that's it. All right then. Well, we'll see you all next time. Take care.
See you in your nightmares.
All right. See you guys on the flip side.
I think I farted. Bye.